Yo, wash for me mama akwaba eba my right show no so on Divas TV with ADJEI. The only diva with the difference. Redefining diva is only on Divas TV. Divas TV can obe my right show is so. Yeah, the brower a Nigerian one is answer so obe fundamental human rights there. Oh, yeah, ewa obia. Into one of dress idea no more because I don't know what life and it will be bia. Yeah, maybe period again say Abia, oh, me quite sorry, me yes say no name the right thing I should be fighting for. No, your fundamental human rights, you muswa a wona woo. Why ACC won't perform a more winning it's a fundamental human rights in a juma. Those things no is not a problem. They can easily resolve it. But we all know who so young who take your farm with you so now Pinon say, I did ya, Nia will be overcome as a mamma. They say, who a show swap. You know, by a talk on our and when they did talk part baby or memuno, say fairness in your juma, say equal rights in your juma, and running no beer and yan justice. Now a pattern for a farm run a show will say because no money are bay, or honey are more, or what institutions or some alcohol, no more tea, I didn't obey. And run on other shows and also as any Sadia Midima Holiday. And to my right, dear, my right, and life. Now, life was to was some now Joe life because Obi and Robert also Obi and Bill was also be what the album means all that. Obi a person to be a single young one. In so it's your team be a young quadia. When Yaku was all mamma. It's just a common here. It is a common here. They are now your fundamental human rights. No, so a woman here. I was so now, same post yes, and from a woman, it was said, would you fundamental human rights? No, it is your right. It's your neck, the baby sunadi. My right shoulder to the macacha or your back. The pencil running. Yes, you are dear, no, so near quiet, but for soonest will be abused. Your rights now. It's me any night they offer a choir. I was a fine parcel. Na ye justice and answer ye near was the yanny a coma at you. I was saying yana pepe, my right show no at the bro. Now open my right show even after live show. Look, I'm opening my right show. A boy, your social media handles no so may say watch or share. No one like it, no comment, no share videos no on all our social media handles, no so on Divas TV. That is all. Come Divas TV, Ubenya now, but Divas _ TV, Ubenya now. Open YouTube here, let's subscribe. YouTube Ubenya Divas TV. Divas TV Ubenya YouTube no so. So YouTube now was also subscribe now share the my notification. Say the maybe a very show no. Bet me I had the share. You bet you say Divas TV as on the light no. Now the ADJEI is online to tell you more about your human rights. They say when your human rights are your own con. They say your human rights there any year so that because my rights must be respected and run as your constitution of Ghana and as here. Now they say ubenya ya wo no so na I Jesus ubenya ya wo. I did not net no ubenya ya wo so handle no so ubenya ya ewo Divas _TV _ ADJEI that's Instagram. Ubenya ye wo hono na for Facebook so obiye Divas trends ubenya ye wo hono ya kan ni na Divas _TV on all other social media handles difference in na ma church no actually me see my right bro me about no kwaje right no I was also for Divas TV because one support Divas TV enye Divas TV o mo ana mo mani Divas TV ye dey see ye ba say ye package right no. Your right must be respected. Your right must be acknowledged. That is what God stood for. The creator and anchor of our right. Or some pass on me, or come on me, and then will be different. Young prince, my right show, bet you say, will be so about human rights in the front summer and your womb prince. Yet the young prince, my right about anything I do, my right about the count one. Join here, young enjoy your right, your fundamental human rights and senior medical life. Share. catch us saying like your life. So be theater found goody so be minimum no come right into be over catch us say who fundamental human rights. Now what tears here, now dear poor hope, now dear ye dumano, Unipano air the boy any war. Hey, we yes, family, you be kum. Nyakopo one just a man will me catch them with the me see my rights, abba, and then no, you call your feasibility studies underground near Koso, never funny catch say yes, can't afford bro. Human rights abuse you dorsal. I thought the people can say, hey, you don't way, see, you was answer. What's all your shows as me, sister? I see you see, and me can support me, won't dream me say, yeah, me or me, mine, on one can my Ghana. I see my Ghana party, this idea, yeah, me. Me my Ghana, the teacher before what years to say. Me my Ghana, a post for years, me say, no, can't send them, you can won't dream, and I'm catching me say, you bet wow. Na ye debe bua mo ani se ye bet share wo right na ye share wo right no ne san so bua wo so kuna ko hia kwanhia mu hia se obi tietia wo fa ho die so ana se obi tietia wo se wo tietia wo trample on your right so dia free here Divas TV ye be ba ya be bua wo Divas TV we are all for your right ye be use institutions that was how fighting for your right to protect your rights no e dia bua so almost wonya we will go any length to make sure say you get justice or rights no e your life Obio because of right in your life no what that out. When the family nyame san wo no akodu heaven no yakopon ka che say obedu ho kra no kra ya asem. Ba ka che say ejinia na engineer me kire obebre bia say obewiase a give to Caesar what is Caesar. Obi wiase dia ma no nefa me nyame dia ma no obedu ha ne ase obi trample on your right obi be ku a I was so fight for right what na se when defend wo no awudi a ene brother be sin ko bo nsem no yakopon bra ne ko befu again, Jesus by a woman. I'm a good right. Yakupo starting my right from heaven was here upon some higher video me play. No, come no better to us as so. And it's all no fighting for the right. How much more than you or some my right? As me the one by size so. And in the end, I was so nipa catch us right now. Like your right is your life. And more be another or say or be or F right no or the bonny dabi one woman they are the one for one woman they are contompo for Adam Rama for one pen of correct into number catch or say or be or could right ya and your the bonny and no sad see you when she when you man kind by woody or better. Me say what kai pass or bana or mocasa want to warm more battle. What kai say Yanko catch or say what say you also want that want to warm more battle. And so was my come here what they na oh course you be chimina also be bring me akunya e dia na chesa e chesa Yakopon kwa wutiasa wasembran wo ho dia mo aka samo your constitution no the Republic of Ghana aya the constitution the 1992 constitution I was here the year aduma e protect human rights when you nipa enyan ye be ka bibi afa rights ni ye be go through your static last week you share show yes my right show yes my right say eyo ja anyway ya dive ye ba bisua de ye sua de fa ye fundamental human rights no so ye pensin ni na de case bi etoto ho ye hu se ade we ekoni se ade ye be ye ne kwamba so ne ye wose ye de ye fa so na ye wie no so ohia muwa bia mesi ubetini afra ye mre bia ya dive ni Divas TV de they are here to help you they are here to protect your fundamental human rights we are here to propagate human rights into binyaye e watata for so e 0545676219 ubetimi nso aye voice untimi ntro forget it you see my right na enye brofo nye brofo atese ni English dabi eye wakasa na wonimu na constitution no kire se bi ye chokra na wose ye kakasa we ye de woti ase ntina wo court kra na e ka busa se kasa be na wotimi express wo hu wo mutimi ka ye busa nti we enye brofo akase o right no uton tomatoes uton meko woti office onti office wo ye lawyer wo nye lawyer right there eye ma obia was how fight for rights you should go through any length to make sure that you get justice when it happens to your fundamental human rights. Say it comes to your fundamental human rights. Masa enfeniago. Eye won kwan. Entina Divas TV adding my right show number or sister you will right there any ne you will life. Na you will life also there any ne you be kun into kun aje will life. Life is my right, my fundamental human rights. No, it must be respected. So are you too? Yours too must be respected. And see, and jumadi no yesi ye ba be pinsin. Actually, fundamental human rights. Now your discussions kakra wo ho, the cases ya toto ho na ya hwe ye wasi ye the way forward say individuals of my society ADJEI and was here ye efa ho. Na ye be komu no ne ye constitution ne de ototo ho no me pese a wo hwe bibi UN United Nations na amamai no maka abu no mo hia no mo yese ko ni of the United Nations Ghana shase United Nations no human rights a fundamental human rights board mo opia the same thing I mean about the same thing about your constitution Ghana the Republic of Ghana constitution 1992 and it's a woman and then the same thing you did that just say I was saying this say yeah try any boy 1992 constitution no so I just say I was saying this na ye be komu no ne ahwe human right a fundamental human right okwan e be fa so e be protect no na ye be ti aseye because and then ye call field on feasibility studies no try ye say nkofo pi wo mu ni mo right I just say they say knowledge is power no they don't have knowledge of it nti odi knowledge of it wo ye na de bone e be no say we dia bia wo ye mi die entwaye eni kwa sen ka wo de ye me eni e dia na me ye ebi musu kra family syndrome no e wo ho na mo ye sa ye nchiri mo no bebre o se obi tietie obi fa hodie so se aban fo obi so ye post ni no tietie obi fa hodie so na o se o post for dem ko kan obekumi post for dem ko kan obeye mi say post for dem on na ye aban on na ye power no on no ye law no police are not law police or ye equal right se wo enemy nti mo police hu e ma obi biara hu no not only police military whoever as long as you are doing the right thing let nobody trample on your right. That is why we have to fight this fight. I was see your bone na cause how come way because a is too much. We need to understand. And the only thing is you say first I was here my right. Now said your fundamental human rights now it is also very important and it is your life. Say the bears will be 8 so we be ye jina no kom agisa. And waiting on my right show ye about sending medical time and yes and you go into the details of the show. There be come me show and the show no I catch you the better but yes Ghana governed by a constitution. The your constitution no your friend no tree was a constitution and no it's like a mra a bo or mine no ban and no lecture or minus a munko bunko nifa and no na to say the three arms of government no only year juma. The three arms of government are all year juma Ghana hanon. We have the executive, we have the legislature, and your judiciary. Now you can't executive now just one na you can't Ghana arms of government not just saying yeah Ghana eman ye sovereigns now. These are the three arms. Inti ye body nature say you call executive now you the president and yes you the Council of States. Inti the president no the head of the Council of States no. And the president no to say they compare His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. Wono any the head of state. Or so ye a head of what government and or so ye the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces. We any making up the branches of the executive arms of government. And to say wo honum nessa what to say Council of State omo ehye aban na se ohye president na dey ase omo two president na fu se bibi tochima ne nyina omo no omo ye and for your fundamental human right but me church o nyema ni so what ase yi na me call fundamental human rights no so a wetini alenke abro say yes we ne kan ho dia na che say we ne wo se se ye e di si bibi so na ye free wa me san so for legislature edin omo na we lawmakers. Almost they work, even powers invested in them, no, they work in hand with what? The government, which is the president, the executive arms, no, working with it. And legislature, parliament are all represented the people of Ghana. And to say, how be koso, na, and you be touchman, I will say, the people of the parliament, no, I am parliamentarians in the war, parliamentarians in the war. Woman will be Gina and them normally the grievances of how na Ghana for no their parliament no can say and send me cause one now we cause and koye etochima enti ye mra so and so nie mfa ensi saa de no ho kwan nti omo de omo ye mra ni other things na ye koso de to so miensa na ye wo the judiciary no they are made up of two strata na the superior courts and the lower courts. The superior court is made up of a Supreme Court and the highest court of Ghana. But to me was because I'm saying my right show is super now waiting in your side near my ring. I say all day. We enjoy more, meaning so we enjoy. Mrs. Me enjoy show the power. You see, the superior court no, or a Supreme Court. Supreme Court no, the only court, the Supreme Court, the biggest court ever Ghana ha. You appeal court. Obi no say and touch mana lower court na anye ni ya which we call appeal court and our court etnas na anye ni ya. There's also high court. Omo nyina e superior court na say tribunal, regional tribunal. Omo nyina e the superior court no ase. Nye one lower court say magistrate court. And see, these are the three arms of government. Bon, Emma government, the Soviet rule of Ghana no eye adwuma. And we go din earlier on the executive arms, we have the judiciary and also the legislature. So these are the three arms of government. So what we near on we na say a camera dia and just say a camera dia near say go for mu and as we yes amra no the parliament, which is the legislature, and executive be approve. And it is based on the law, and the law is what is in the constitution. Ghana's law is governed by its constitution, which is the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the Republic of Ghana Constitution. And that's every year. And to see the same constitution, and the fundamental human right of any human being also be respected. Nay acknowledge, nay accord that kind of respect now a war and fundamental human rights. And no become asset. And then you fundamental human rights now say you be taking one after the other. Now you see some fundamental human rights no. The state is supposed to make sure say a year the state is supposed to protect it. And to all protect us here, fundamental human all protecting, which means is all protect because some fundamental human rights no and no more we nipa. And your entitlement and no more your jifo and no more ye Ghanaian and no more we say we nipa. Say human rights you body any kopia sorry I am no. If we don't have these things near see money near duma, oh sorry or we betting ya boss no call the baby. Obi betimi etieti awo na aso na okoni baby. Obi betimi abutu na okoni baby. Obi betimi ayawo na okoni baby. Obi just this is what we are talking about. These are the fundamental human rights na. Boy na yatini bias nya ya so bi nya ya koto. So we need to forget it. The number of times how culture will not change it. Welcomes will not change it. But unless you go with this and be year duma. And do what now so them now see fundamental human rights, something that you should fight for. You should be able to go through the whatever means to make sure say now they call hanya open or make say my friend, you are not serious. Because why should I maybe what happened? Me was wrong. Now me was wrong. Me then I'm about saying we were Abraham one kasam constitution. Any constitution of Ghana. I trust the constitution of the Republic of Ghana 1992. Now when to me and dear way, yes, knowledge is power. Now when to me from protect your rights. Now when there is a need for you to fight it, you fight it to make sure that when you have justice. Now what all? That's all side the way blame me. I mean fire day. Obe sao. Ube no that day no. Ube no because me sick. Then can say me share near waha. Akwebi we dey me chair so no me can't show akwebi sorry be. Sorry, I'm wash the bi obe sorry no. No, I said to say atare ye dey cowboy atare. But dress it to say cowboy, blue, shiny chair. No, okode bia na nkofo asorifo no nyina hu say asa kwe okoka ponko. But how we are saw them. And na uncle Kasha pastor say pastor enju no go say the bia wa dress it to say okoka ponko. How so nye nka ponko wa ha ye de. E ba sorry be su ye nyame ase. Ano was you any inside there munya obotra me ne be ka say bia munta e ma so idoni de ye hye. Ana pastor Ifra papa no say papa So, who dress in it, yeah, bompire, a senior. So, I'm better of a catcher and said, addressing wrong one, or when you're wrong coat. I said, wrong. And I said, yeah, about your, I have bompire, yammy, one sending or dressing. No, you, Pastor Martin. I'll quiet the next Sunday, one son so dressing the same way. I want to go for a sample pastor, and we was dressing the same way. You can't train it. A pastor corners, oh, me bro. Say, oh, sorry, because last week we buy this week's was number. No, because you say, and in your coupon casa and foul dress, no. I could see, said, as you ampa, meaning you make a sigh. And then the castle catcher me said, almost true no one, if you need your new on one cause, sorry, then you knew the address or the bed or the cause, and you see the pay the armation. There be palm, young as a moose and shas as to the end of the convention. Sapa penny. What will Cassas and wait in your coupon, your catcher, baby, son of a catcher. Obeka so won only dear no nyame de ntifasiza de ma no do asase su de any fundamental human rights and was so make sure say it is respected, then you are accorded with those rights and your entitlement. And you ukodi pastor bi achi na oya sesa kwa we so obon pa 100 years obegina so sa ba kwa ni de kwa de de ne answer ne ba quick wo de na bia ma quick wo tena sa no we ja na pesa ko pa ni show on o de ba quick na ko ba ga say my friend ko catch pastor ni say bi mi ni asasi so minim de omode sha kwa sorry me de me was sure de na minim mo so go problem wa enti Yakobon create me we say say mo so go problem na we ja na tete de your fundamental human right de enfa nia bro the brother the sister ya me no kasa bia wutie me na wo hwe me don free fundamental human right very very important your entitlement and must be respected and you should be accorded with that. It's obvious obeti aso dia friend yeah, ADJEI, ya beboa. Opo your social media handles na be see share video no ensem pase no tia. E ma won want no so da bi. Share video no wo bi so hwe bi. Obi so hu nia ma papa na what no. So wo right no we empowered no. Obi so empowered bi. Ni so won no dia show bottom da bi ensem pase no ye mfa share bottom ye share video no na like it na ma comment if you hope say they come ma yen come ma so what you say na you say ye ma tell us we will do it, we are ready for you. Ni man ka say ya ADJEI there tag bia ni wa o de be ma me dey yi me say me enemies especially with the police ni there boss because I'm always standing for human rights and I always want to make sure say people's rights are respected. Maybe starting human rights issue, no, so. And this is what I understand, that my rights should be respected. This is my entitlement. Anything I become we year do my more minor. Anything I be tax. Now you want to abuse me. Because of who bribe I'm making, you want to abuse me. You want to abuse and trample on my right. And there no way. Now mommy tag, I need to be mommy tag ADJEI and family. There is no tag that you give me, no weapon will prosper. Let me tell you this. Walmart, sometimes they think, so ADJEI, we can get her. I am anointed for this cause. That one I will tell you. I say, touch not my anointing. Or my anointed, yes. Touch not my anointed. I am anointed for human rights. The fight for human rights in ADJEI is anointed for it. So if you want to hit me for that, that's your beef. If you want to do anything, that's your beef. And touch not my anointed, the same thing or the bema. So touching the anointed, or he will deal with you. But I mean, covenant with him, no say, whoever touches even a hair on my head, no, he should make sure so on why put the panel. Your family, just say, you better destroy you. ADJEI will not leave, you will live with your family. That is the thing. That is the DV. Spiritually, he is there with me. He is the one in you. I'm not mama, Miss Mantle, say, do this job, and I'm doing it, and I'll do it to the best of my ability because when he said, this is what I can do. Me, yes, I'm a mastered PhD. My Bible can't ask him, actually, you need to know. And that is why I'm here to let you know. And to all my, and to go against the mama, see, ADJEI, you're killing, you're beginning, say, oh, you are wasting your time. So we are no, we say, we try, even to think about it, you know. We say, your family is at stake. Life was if one is at stake. We rap, when you rap, was as because we go with yes, our family. I've told you, we are not for family. Human rights case is not family matter. So I didn't know you talk about. Sometimes it bothers me because Yakobon can't say, "Someone force you to what kind of trouble is this? Why are you troubling the old man? Why won't you let that man rest in peace? He's resting all the time. He's just observing or shade them way, and so you want to get him involved with some of your dirty deals. My bribe, family, my bow, family, my Yossi, family. No, Let the human rights work. At least it should be respected. Say the bear. Some people, this will not be repeated. Say about as soon went and I say the next day about the next time you be guilty. So you should be able to make sure that the right thing is done. Accord people the necessary human rights respect. Now they are entitled to. Who we are entitled to? Why would you take somebody's own away from that person? So that is what we're trying to say. And see, yeah, culture will say, and they are about the fundamental human rights and run a kakra. Near remember you be a bit in your senior group, near to us next time. The son's and next thing I'm sure will appear, and go for P, no person or Tias, your own normal right. Set your bear on so be no more, I don't quit in your say, where the and yamrano, where the and right, where and yammy right. No big difference in our work, but in your casa with power, with authority, with confidence, because only the right. Until no, any a day every with your girl, you are Divas and your munim dada. And young cherry, your constitution, you started with the fundamental human rights. No, my country says state and also protects our rights in the mouth or the amount, and it must be protected until all the time you put up institutions that they should help to protect those rights. And if those institutions will not work, that is when I will say abuse of human rights in the doors. If those institutions are working, educating people on their rights, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, even your rights and your obligations, I will feel that it is better that way class and let me know my rights and my obligations, so that nobody will abuse me. But I'm saying they want to capitalize on things. No one be taking bribe, no one be. Some of them they don't want people to know. I want protecting man. They want to protect that thing from people. I don't know, what are you protecting? You're protecting evil. You don't want your fellow human to know the right. Where there is a right, now we say nipa no deep in why should it be given to God? Who told you say no, God doesn't. So these are the things we should consider, think about, and make sure that we work towards. And institutions that was so protect here. Ghana mature said the three arms of government they are supposed to protect this fundamental human rights. Now we must be protected for that. And that's why today we are going to discuss it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to learn. Then after that, we know the next step. Say, be cry and counter such problem now. We obey it. The fundamental human rights media is very important. Without much to do, the protection was in your mind. We say we track, I say me give me more mind. A protection was in your concerning my fundamental human rights. Let's go to that. Let's take the first one. I say protection of fundamental human rights. No, see there. Well, first one again. Is talking about rights in terms of equality. So all persons shall be equal before the law. And I say every person in Ghana, whatever his race, that is koko and out to say race is all your koko and out to listen. I say place of origin. And family say we are Ebedi, we are Nodna, we are Asantini. And I say political opinion and family political say we are NDC, we are MPP and family we or say color no credit I can't race no say we are Western, we are North and color no say it also ends up the way we are Pokoya to religion. So sorry, we are Muslim, we are J. Also can say gender, great gender shall be entitled to the fundamental human rights and freedom of the individual contained in this chapter, are subject to respect for the rights and freedom of the others and for the public interest. So in short, when you're making time, you say what I will say. Any power Ghana have fundamental human rights must be respected. But when they say you respect self fundamental human rights now, young work change we say, oh, as soon as you are your into the fundamental human rights, me I respect it. When ye ofi aibe ana ofi ya kan ni nti we de ma ye ni ma no asem na ye ne dia ba ni ni free no wa kan for de yi ni mo ye nye mo aibe for de ye nye mo nordness ye nye mo na ye to so no so o say o gender o ye oba e de nti ye be ka say we ye oba nti enu kwase ye asiade we ma no we ye bema de ye nye ma no oba de na ye nye ma no obema de otimi kasa betimi ye ni nyina bo ba de otimi ye obema de otimi bo wasum otimi bo oba otimi ye bibia bo ba de oni right so be bo be oba no wo bo be ma na wo be ma ne bo ne de ye bo ni o me se wo ye hypocrite no fa hypocrite eno na ya di ve me de me tia na me dwa no oba ne ye ade ne de ye wa ye bo ni e be ma ne de onye bo ni see your twins are on your bonnet and want to go more back. So more the Yamisumo bar, and we can go detail into the Bible was in Yakupo where he respected fundamental human rights of people. Now, I feel so essential say and for also your NDC MPP. Why should it be sending your NDC and a master police station was here? Master Pop was here money. Or be NDC, MPP. Just political affiliation. It shouldn't be the basis said, being a fundamental human rights. You ever respect me or you accord me with those fundamental human rights. And it shouldn't be the basis. So basically, Niamana Makeka Krano, when Niama said, will be entitled to that fundamental human rights. Then you come fundamental human rights now, you see, I was here protected here. Protection of rights to life. Well, life will not be a part of your fundamental human rights. I feel the much must here. Say my right shows, say, my rights, my life. Which is your fundamental human rights. It is your life. As soon as you trample on it, you not just say you trample on your life. It's not when anybody or culture said, don't fight for your fundamental human rights. No, when you're evil, or on life, or you'll be on ye. So you should be able to always stand for your rights. Fundamental human rights, you should be accorded with that because that is your life. And it's not a manual life. So be called, let's say, though there is no fundamental human right on any panel, with your own home. When you're missing a pussy say, well, I'll show you how to get me up. Well, we're waiting out, sorry. So these are the things that are very important that we have to take critical look at. Rather than and maybe sometimes I feel it's very funny and very trivial. For what? Obia and Ka said, people will not wrong you, yes, or maybe people will not, as human beings, we will fault or we will hate each other. But when you made a mistake, why don't you apologize to your colleague and now your friend and now say your personal one harm on the victim? Why don't you find a solution to compensate the person, to make the person not to feel sad? At least to ease the pains. Now, so when you mean Yaman, who sounds so more? Now, see you on your family. I'm fighting for the right. Oh, Massa, wait, the over. Oh, boy, I have always said it in Yamin Jiwe, and whenever you get into the Bible, who's in Yamin Jiwe, and one more query that way say, oh, query, sir, I didn't know what I Cataboneso. Family is covering up Bonnie, what in Yama is CSC, Yankupon finding CSC, so why are you doing that? Yankupon, you be Bonnie or shielded, so why are we shielding evil in our society? Why are we shielding evil in our community? Why are we shielding evil in our country? Why are we shielding evil in our system? And that is who shielding evil. It is death. Anything life, ever life. Anything you shield now, the share as your when him say, be a shield was soon. A soon your light. Light is life. Darkness is what? Death. And it is two things. Either you are in light or you are in darkness. And either you live or die. So these are the things you should know. So your fundamental human rights. So what I'm fighting for, which is part of your life, is also part of it. So what I'm fighting for, it's either you die. Well, if you don't like the life, then you die. If you make family, then you will. So let's all team up. Mean Kasef, Chayakuna money Pabako, Sanya Manats Nasia, so for us to make sure that it works and it is really functioning well, we have to make sure that we should know. Knowledge is power. Yes, you are only my more being true. When you call me, the little I know, I will always give you. And even those I don't know, I will investigate, research, and help you out. Because that is what our passion is. That is what some of us we were born for. You should go out and do it to the best of your knowledge, your ability, and your strength. And by God's grace, oh my God, I thank you so much. By God's grace, I have good health, strength, health, wisdom, and knowledge. Why wouldn't I share? Why would I keep it? So we're talking about human rights. The state has every right to protect your life. And that is your fundamental human right, to keep you alive. The state will caution you. And they will question you why you thought of that. and they'll punish you for that. If you are okay and there is no problem, necessarily you decide you have no right to even take your life. So this is what we're talking about. And that's why, because I mean, you're talking about right to life, no? Because let's read something from the Constitution. This is the Ghana Constitution, the 1992 Constitution, and chapter 5, page 12, and then first year kind, section 12. Now we are going to page 12, section 13. One no, actually, I know, and I want no, I say, no person shall be deprived of his life intentionally except in the exercise of the execution of the sentence of a court in respect of a criminal offense under the laws of Ghana of which he has been convicted of. We come opposite no. Many people opposite for you. So what is right? They abuse people. Opposite any suspect. You see, you are a suspect. As soon as you are in police custody, the police, when you're custodians, they are only keeping you for the court. And see, they present you when you are supposed to be presented. They are not the people. I was so much judgment. Police don't give judgment. They can only do arbitration. Let me say, I can't follow it. Police for judges, much judgment. And you go police station. Now, there will be the case at all. So now, the case now. The suspect, or a suspect, or a criminal, and the police has no right to jump into conclusion and start abusing the person verbally, and start assaulting the person, say physically or assault. Those things it is not supposed to be. What the other say? Go let the person go through the due process. What in his statement? What kind of offense in here? Inviting. Now come back to that. Let's look at something here inside the Constitution. There is one thing I've observed about police, and especially with casual police, they can even arrest you without a charge. What do one normal create charge? What nonsense! How can you tell me say you are under arrest? Why you are under arrest? Because they feel bossy, they feel big, they think they are above the law. Something happened I want to share. See, police me yeah right. Master, police is not above the law. Casual drivers, casual market women, casual citizens, casual especially because I know what I am talking about and I have evidence to that effect. Please, police is not above the law. And your boss in trample on your human rights and then what fundamental human rights no. And you trample on your right, voice out. Also challenging her. As long as you are doing the right thing, be firm and strong. Trample on your human rights and all in an attempt to make money from you. Someone is carrying, yes, boss, did you ever faka? Boss, did you ever tons you? Oh, I know then yes, he will intimidate you, just to put you to suppress you. Say the you will succumb to or only demand. No. Some of them are good, but majority in your encounter is bad. It's the word bad, and no-go area. They can even go to the sense of arrest without a charge because you have challenged the person. Massa, you have every right to challenge a police if you have an authority based on authority. So Basa Obechiwa, he has no right to arrest you without a charge. So for so they will later fight for your rights. And I'm going to read it. This is in our Constitution, and then in America. This is it. Let's read. And let me see yes, so relax for your debate. Get the said the bear of post needs to challenge all rights of a challenge police. As long as you are standing on authority and you have something to stand on. Or not so you're wrong, or not so prove. What's so you're wrong, or not so prove? What did be channel? You are standing on authority. And don't see anybody you're wrong, but prove it. Then we continue from there. But when prove will be your person you cannot challenge the police of it. Who are you? Are you above the law? Are you God? Master, we're taking it easy on police for you are not above the law. Some of us we are ready to learn and we will not take it lightly when you come after us that way. We don't want to talk. Let's hold on. We shall see. Listen to what the law says. I say a person who is arrested, restricted, or detained shall be informed immediately. Nti bra mama wo hose me ba be chew no the first thing pose ni be ka chew no say me chew because of so and so, because of say obi aye case etia wo. But what do you mean go say ma chew? Why we say ma chew me now police station? Ma chew go police station. Go police station na kwa why should I be in the police station? Me wo me dwuma papa bi ya me ya bo man na me do achi go police station. Because who would you want you want to be betwea wo ka. Whether you work or you don't work, you betwea wo ka, and at the end of the day some of you musika we know them. Yeah, you want to for police more. You see, you don't catch it. It's the bribe that you enjoy. And you may make sorry and a partner make your hustle and make a hustle for me. See, make a hustle to take care of myself, my family, my responsibilities. No, was you follow me to the police station without a charge? The law is saying it. Where your constitution of Ghana and this is authority. You have no right to arrest me without a charge. Me challenge you. That is no offense. I have every right to challenge you, especially when I have an authority. If you think some authority is not the right authority, you to prove it with yours. And to me, catch you say, oh, police need you over catch you say, Kaso for a biasina, or police need you over catch you Ghana has said, may chew without an offense, without a charge, you know. Massa, forget to know. So bet me, investment can be. Now you wait, police for someone just sign your man. I swear you will not have it easier with some of us. And so let's continue. I see immediately no upon I was watching this amateur because of this. Not because I challenge you. That is no offense. I challenge you on authority, also prove authority. No. Then we move on. Then in the language that he understands, and what child, and I was so can't kasa ni panuti asia na odi abodi child. And you my cap brofo ntremi abra me mente brofo. Me say twi na me tia masa ba e hwe twi no na me tia se nya sa wutime ncheme. Wonim twi na kwana bofo obi onim twi na o me kan kire me ansa na watimi a kire. Embra no na ekon constitution, Ghana constitution page 12 and section page 13 and section 14 and unye asia ha ya o say a person where Ghana constitution no enye ya ADJEI ena eka enti we no monfa ensua de police force munima monfa ensua de some of you enye mu nyina some of them are good doing their job. I know police officers even they respect traffic. I know big police officer commanders are good, they know their job and they are so good to the extent say when they even see red light and they will not move. Once I was in somebody's car and I said, but your commander said, yes, we should all respect the law. We are all not above that. We are all under the law. And I love that man for that purpose. And I always mention his name with some kind of credibility. When we say the police system, there will be some kind of decency. If there is no need for any emergency, why do you put on the siren to disturb people? Purpose near them, yes, because of emergency and some other reasons. But what's it to say? Well, one can say a coaching girlfriend because of social uniform, or papa visiting ni mommy because of the share uniform, you call share uniform crowd. I'm a police in Tipping. No, it is not right. Some of us, you abuse our rights. And sometimes they will even come and push you off you will come just say where and take ground wage and just say why a mistake in your baby. Let's continue. So we continue. I'll say from 14, what kind from 14? I'm A B from 14:1. Now 14 section 14 B 2 underrated 2 no underrated and no na e can share with a police or you right so much you are all my charge. You are invited to the police station. ADJEI, or see you are invited to the police station. ADJEI, you are invited to the police station. Let's go. What's that? No, Master Elko. What's your beku amun face? Me, this is the person's right. If a person you to me kind side you no person force will be the law so shine and they will change the constitution. If you want to be buga will change the constitution. Because some of us some of them will be forced to use fists. Now it's not there me entitlement me and you not person take it away from me by force. And you fix na me you starting from Nyankopon time heaven upon some years so what did by force begging it Nadia no or say hey entitlement. My friend, get down. To partner see your divide. Into to partner violence. Violence we take it by force. So Christopher na family this is in the Bible. Nyankopon kan se fama no. So what we are trying to say is so post ni bechiwa in short no e was say oyede. What share with the intia or buy or bechiwo no. And so let's continue. In a language, na make say e wo kasa oti ase mu. So on ti asa ka chen se masa sana oti me ti ase. Opo bi oti me kasa. Kan wo kasa kire no opo bi oti kasa no me kan jo ansan we di na chine na ko ansan wa respond to sa we say no. Sa call no. If not, I don't follow them. Some of them are not to be trusted. Or boy fra kwa no akokun. And also in a language that he understands, okay? And of a reason for which his arrest, restriction, and detention, and of right to. So, woman, auntie, I was so crown, no such me, the auntie, who pesa watching me, who restricting me because the movements are watching me. No, me person me move, I mean to me move, what restricting me movement? Restrictions are them, detention, where detaining me, and the same thing. And of his right to a lawyer of his choice. In the Ukraine, I told was what you know. Oh, right, okay, and the master, me lawyer, ma, me kasa. If you don't trust that police, me lawyer, ma, one more charge, you have a right to say, me lawyer, ma, me kasa. And now, crowd, not even talk. What I want to say, some of them, they want to force you to do things that you don't want to do. And to pop home when you go, so, if you want to minimum be a police niche as a suspect. Police need bring no just because of say complainants no onimu na kakra. Ana yes say ye no bribe kakra kosunti. Bring guy bring no say bribe massa. What do you think we would think about? Say unim nipa no ma ohwa or the suspect about the police officer unim ra we say our constitution. Say unim ma me catch Ghana constitution chapter 5 no. Page 13. Page 13. And section 14. And direct in section 14 also no 2. Two no article 2 no why is it said you don't know this now so your police me? Now me na make catch where they make catch you never to go to next time may abuse phobia. Because as soon as you go on the contrary to the law, you are abusing the person. This is any Panamanican assembly. One buni pay. You see, when you do that, you let people start reading meanings into your actions. So, me no abecheme, not all of a sudden, untie me statement, untie myself. Not the first say I complain, I tell me no abecheme now bomb o Jimmy phone, o seize misika wa me ho ria. Na back was easy or consider upon Giscabia. You see, these are the things. Me personally, I will encourage people. I have faith in what is my source. Obia what source of living would you believe in. Won't believe what the crowd so they believe. Say won't believe what it is and also believe. Into what source of belief no massa. So oppose ni chuo so wa do sika. Not later so anjewa massa. And twice when yama fajr. Say one so who was strong belief be so when you say Bible mu kwa ye kesi ni pa fa man. Me say eniebe bi wo ho no man you should do na enkofo ne start to no say the wrong thing they are doing e cause so mo harm na they will stop. If they will not stop, they will finish for the good ones to come in. Who no better record no say so me say you say na say ya we stop. And please kind of what let's rise up. You rise up against our fundamental human rights and your abuse, you know. So we can make this country a proud one. I always say this, look, your fundamental human right, your right is your life. And the constitution also account where there and your right is your life. And your person is what you not mean so near Bonibia, not be so no just because I got my chope. None of what or minimum rano, no name right. I wanna boss wasn't fact there, the cacre faculties, no dear man. Because of anything else what you are without a charge. Who intimidate you or yet be able to suppress you. Then we yet say you are nobody, you are less than a human. He is above the law, you are not, you are under the law. No, police, let me sound this note of caution. You are not above the law. Now, whoever supports you to do that is not a good person. It's because if the person is in bed with you, or some of you or some of you because you want to sympathize with the police. Then when you are in bed with the person, you are making a mistake. Some people will not take it lightly or don't form na nye or do fast. Yes, me I will encourage anybody. Masa, when the police need ya know some way you will woo wokata. Na when you dance, you when you share no say no 20 min fanem famra kwan so 20 min fanem ma da ya divi e ho no fanem famra kwan so ma wodia. Ene masa, don't worry. Fane fa form. Hey, abosum di asem number 1. Bosum bia will believe no no so ya tatashe. No you strong. Not me di asem easy no. Fane fa so. When we start killing some of the evil ones and the bad rats now, the system, there will be sanity in the system. There will be sanity. You see, sometimes they can lie or pursue forging case when there is no case. And me, yeah, don't worry. Me, I believe in anything. The only thing I don't believe in is family. I believe in anything. Say me don't be for me, don't be fast. I believe in all. The only thing I don't believe in is family because that is wrong notion, wrong statement. Wrong kind way, a phrase amodi this stable nipa. That you don't want to give people life. That I disagree and I don't believe in it. And aside that, Apostle is what you believe in. I'm good to that. I am all for that. Hey, say we see Asoria, I'm all for that. We see Muhammad, I believe and I respect people's right. This is the kind of person you are dealing with. Look, outside, the fundamental human rights of people are respected. When I travel out, let me give you a very typical scenario. When I travel outside, I decided to go to church. Because that time, I go to church. And I'm not an outside person. I am somebody who believes in God. But there are some things that you shouldn't be a mass and shown why. You should do it from your own free will if you want to. So I wanted to go to church, and they asked my friend asked me, "Are you a religious person?" I said yes. He said, "Yes, Ruth Mary, you're a religious person. I respect that. I respect you for that. That is your fundamental human right. But I am not." And I said, "Yes, I also respect you for that. That you don't believe in anything. That's your right. Even you not believing in anything is something. It's a belief. It's a belief. So everybody on this earth believes in something. So what I'm trying to tell you is that our country now better, and they say they respect fundamental human rights. Onkasawa ye bema, monka some constitution e kan me dey akyeremo. Onkasawa ye bema your oba we kokko ye tuntum. These things don't work there. And because of the gofoni ye omaku memu so oman no. Oposin chu no popo na ni go so da bi. Masa, police na me kan da bia no, we encounter the police often and almost every day. On our street we encounter them. In our homes we encounter them because some of for that fear. In our day-to-day activities we encounter the police. The abuse is not more from them because probably we encounter them more, or it's not because we encounter them. If they were doing the right thing, they would have been known and no credibility would have been higher. But they do the worst of all. Most of them, not all, most of them that I have, especially Kaswa police. Kaswa police, majority are rotten. Sometimes who can you for power when you police for commanders are almost supposed to search evil because of your police, you mean children, you mean protecting. Oh my God. But I know what who are drawn out. Just a piano and check 5 minutes man in call. Ooh, would get Master Kuno non call. Next time I'll pass someone who could dinner some say because of evilness now. Or not as of they give no show I say as soon as I'm here for 8 years. So what are we talking about? We are talking about human rights. And we're on fire because human rights issue is life issue. And you'll be better or trample on your lighter. It's like, oh, cool. And to say you'll be the asha me. And I will be on committee suicide. You see how you suffer? Who suffers in your or no poison or at once? So what I'm trying to say is that Kaswa police, there should be sanity. The police system in Kaswa, there should be sanity. Because it's too much. It's becoming unbecoming. And I know other places too, they do. And since Diva TV and Diva TV or Diva TV is all over, I'm telling you, we're going to go. I am Diva, but it's a Divas TV. The Diva on Divas TV, the Diva with a difference. We are ready to go to help you. So we are calling on all Ghanaians. We are calling on Kaswa community. We are calling on all. Let us all team up together. Like strength. If we are united, there will be what is called strength. You say prayer will win you back and they will. Ukabuma ewuda. Say ye na ye si foma ka say human rights abuse is a kosododo. Me ankasa me ti kam ewu police me a what drive free the kam. I did not china form bonus. I have seen that before. These are the things that gave us the passion for the work. And in ankasa your personal experience. And when I had a passion for the work, even though the passion was there, it was a gift that was in us now. It was this that provoked it. And I think God being so good, no, he had this mission for me. So he made me to see that. He made me encounter those fundamental human rights abuses personally, so that he would tell me that, and he was able to confirm me that you are my anointed for this cause. And that is why I said, touch not my anointed. Rosemary is for fundamental human rights, and touch not Yadive. Yadive dare not. She is meant for this. People's fundamental human rights, I have said it, I would die for it. Because it will be good for you to live with the fundamental human rights than for you to die without fundamental human rights. My taste and my passion for human rights goes beyond death. It goes beyond death. It shows how passionate I am and how strong, because I don't see how I should live without that. Why should I live on this earth and my life should be trampled upon? My rights should be trampled upon. It's like you trample on my life itself. I'm going to kill you, then you start. I mean, we are living in a democratic country. Constitution must work. Fundamental human rights must be respected. This is not the survival of the fittest. Only those influential people can get justice. They can go to the police station. The most painful aspect in this local police station is you ya wadia na so who say we ya madia ya brim ya any kwasi brim. Now when this can work do castle police forget. Yeah, show. But you be 1 hour. Charge office one first account why show. Your mouse and they've forgotten say justice delayed is justice denied. Some institutions also have forgotten that into normal police if only the upper hand, because when the cockerel they won't do anything. When the cockerel peeps, forget it. I would rather catch yourself peeps, because they know say their people are there. Now maybe experience with peeps, no maybe in fact me must they know way. Other people I recommend, and when it comes, I will gather evidence before I recommend. And so if the peeps not so taking charge of the case, no problem. We will find the appropriate quarters to work on the people. And we want to give people justice. I've told you, my right show came to help you. It came to give you justice. We are all for justice. We are all for human rights. There is nothing painful in life. And sometimes the police make it look like so we are judges. They are not judges. So who connects over your arbitration? Let's say we been say, or ma take this side. Almost say I say we don't we na acquaint on him side there and Ukraine evidence what I see the we I will help you. You can follow me on all our social media handles, no so, and you will get it right. And no, you see just the protection of mine also protected for rights to life. And you see so next week, this weekend, you are here, you're going to be here with me, we will continue. But what I want to basically say is, look, my right show is here to help you. Help you, and why I said, why wow. And he said, so when your issues are, make sure that you take evidence. Gather evidence. Only Nipanya you right from the beginning, you start gathering evidence. Nipanya. And to gather evidence, whether with the police, whomever you are dealing with, don't trust people easily. Don't trust people. The only person you should put your trust in and you will believe your source. And no, that one will not fail you because it is pure and holy. But aside that, forget everybody. Don't trust nobody. Trust nobody. Don't trust anybody. So please, gather evidence right from the initial says only will be yeah. You can do documentary evidence. You can do video evidence. You can do audio evidence. There were so many ways of killing the cat. Physical people being there present. Evidence. People who will come and witness it. So gather evidence. I want to guess you buy your DV maybe pay evidence to work with. When I have strong evidence, don't worry me. See, I will die with my life for you. Because this is some of us, our mission and our purpose. It will be good for me to leave this earth fulfilling my mission than for me to go and be asked and questioned, why didn't you do that? Surround myself with all the monies of the world, and at the end of the day, I will not be able to accomplish my mission. No, 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 no. Yadive is not meant for that. So today, I am trying to tell you that we're going to end here with the discussion and with the learning. Yes, you are P. And today, whatever encounter you have, no, tell me, approach me. Come on my WhatsApp. So until me intro brofo, I forget brofo. Brofo no be law. Law be law. And a brofo ye English. Brofo ni ye kasa. Kasa keke. Tisanya obinti French. It doesn't make the person not knowledgeable. Dabi. Brofo na ye magana has a brofo na. What's a brofo and just odi my dead dabi. Brofo ye different from brofo ye kasa. As you say you out French. As you say you out P. As you say you out it is a language. And to brofo no chese woni madio. Obi wodi mom run power about brofo no. I don't mean forget about brofo. Me see in camera. We are speaking law only on Divas TV. My right show. We speak law. We don't talk brofo. Ye camera no. And to running ye di ye manya brofo. Oko jano ratil biasi brofo nyina na nyamra forget enyamra. But one come brofo krono come twi na yamra eyamra. And to Divas TV they sing them di kan ya basi ye ba beboa. Nti buaye na yamwa wo. Wo problem bi afre ye. WhatsApp ye. Send the message. No one will see any WhatsApp group. We will do that for you so you can share our videos and you can communicate with other people concerning our right show so that they can also be on board. We want everybody on board. Look, the fight for human rights is easy. Martin Luther King starting so young for so on the moon or to me achieve ye and America brony to say ye consider brony to say will be bini into why any brony school near before school. You know, when human rights is respected in America. So much near you say we can also do it. Make us a Ghana there, you started bribe with you, police first started bribe with you, 78 million, you bet me a baby. We can do something. And something said, know your right. Do the right thing. No catch us over challenging, know your right, know the laws, know your fundamental human rights. Into so say, what challenging us one thing say the right thing that you did. Forget one phone baby, I don't give a damn. And challenge is not a crime. Oh, can't say me to us here. Now me being said there is another side to the coin. I make sure now who me. Now my challenge do you want to arrest me? That is not, it doesn't cause for arrest. The fact that somebody wants to challenge you is not an offense. It's not misconduct. It's the person telling you, say, this is what I have, this is my base. This is also the reason why I'm saying this and this. You have to listen to the person. You see, your pampa police, why is it say police have become the law? No! Police is not the law. If I'm saying that my right is not only there to bash police, no. Labor issues, you can't. Tenancy issue, you can't. But police for problem is a big problem. It is like everywhere we go, police for problem you encounter. We do our feasibility studies and the show now. It's like every time we do those feasibility studies, now police for actually doors any other institutions over there. And most of the time, so the funny come and say, and now they call because the people are the institutions they also fighting for us. They are not fighting for us. They are rather protecting the bride. What's a bride or the memo will be fine. Into only mobile or how the mobile and you call those institutions. One catch yourself, I make copies. How can a police man on wire bonnet on me catch yourself, I make copies? Because only mobile or now ADJEI or the call. How do you want me to conclude? Based on that way, I am easily and I have every right to conclude. So you will be probably either you have a blood related person there announce who you be no announce only what some tips big man. There's so many reasons. And you see, it's very funny. I have one you so I have one. And also I see out of ignorance, but yet they want to show off. Police is not above the law. Ghana for me catch we don't make police the law. The law is this. Constitution no number won't know what travel meaning. Parliament yamra and see a map police yamra. Police or no yamra will enforce the laws. Yeah, we no more enforce. Do so nim law now, so can no cry challenge no never base no. You they challenge each other. Then at the end of the day, when you combine, no, the also the audio, but now we trans now who is right, and then we move on. If there's a need for somebody to learn from somebody, I will learn and move on. But when they will come, the police is, why do you challenge me? Not so much, I don't allow it. There is no law in the constitution that says when you challenge a police officer, you are under arrest, you should be arrested. No. Police officer is not the law. It's not about the law. Into omo kan yema bi na nima nya kokoro nya boldness na ka chen say masa we dey famra kwanso. Nya we dey etwabu. Also obey false allegation amane in life, no whatever we do, no, we deal with evidence. They do all my pensem mu anokro be daddy. Wo nkofo bu gina ko no ma say don't worry yourself. They say no weapon that fashion against Yadiva will prosper because I am here for human rights. I am here for the truth. And as I do that, I always advise my people, say, make sure you do the right thing. Be a driver, don't park at the wrong place. Don't give police the opportunity to take the bribe. Yeah, but see, you ended that kind of way, no. Baby, you to me and they will say, well, they only have money, you person or the bribe, they say, what charge officer or complain. No, police, you say, I just saw a jiska. As and why you complain and local frey immediately we will call there or we will be there. To send ya, walk up belly will be now a senior by all means of register and when you call us and you now fought no so a year and bra was said that what is in this other or away custom officer. And on proper they don't even receive the money, it goes through the system. There are banks that receive the money. I cashier, police in your cashier and my buy or you see can I call me go to. And man chance no live good, no find some may intimidate you. All pay, people pay all for one sanka. What could charge office woman say, or say, one man now on your case no fray. So I now can't yet fray. Sir, import or personally, what do honor young conquer chas miss and can't do it yourself for tax, no, say one fuck car we ya. Menya Mr. Frey, because all more cars or man cast out to Togu station or more for drivers, and 2 pound a show car was so far. Now, also so funny car only your way, or double charge for that. I don't want to do manner up or so. Now, would I the upper for? Don't do that. Pick a car one cause I'll bet me afford. And your master say you can't afford a car, a taxi, and you cannot get justice. Try in court. There is no rule, there is no law that can just say you cannot pick trotros here for air car. It is our pick trotro now. Find another means and go. Or not some penny car on your call. Now, tomatoes in your personal market, young talk tomatoes. Now, when your case, if you know about police station, say one for drop here. If no first can away and enjoy your justice. I mean, this is unfair. Why should the institutions no crowd was someone fighting for right? Who knows here for trotros here and I be and for Uber? Why should it be so? It is not fair. It doesn't mean send your only scar for Uber, no your justice. This is absolutely unfair. It is shameless to some of the institutions. No, yes, in the first place, when you cry, wear duties of the mower or back of a car. But you are doing that because we want to support the institutions. No money on what you may. And so when you just accommodate it and do the job. After all, at the end of the day, you'll be paid. So what is your problem? No, so trotro no betting I'll see the person should end inside the America. Oh my God, just take the name of the police officer and the number for me, and we will continue from there. We have to do something and let the laws of Ghana work. Please, you have a portion. The fundamental human rights of people must be respected. What part I'll be playing? I also have my part. Mine will be to talk more. Yours will be that you should be behind me. There can't be all leaders, 90 million leaders, but there should be one, and others will follow. The fact that you are a leader doesn't make you better off than the other person or follow the follower. No. As I sit here speaking for you, no, it doesn't make me better off than you I'm speaking for. No. It doesn't make me superior more than you. We are all equal by law. In the same way, no meaning say me yawadia. Me yawadia. And me then me so me find you. This is how it's supposed to be. This is common law, common way say. The law of we say common sense that we should have even known without necessarily the law telling us. And the best protection to life say a man was so protecting life. The best next week about to us yes your constitutional fundamental human rights aspect. If we are not should be a bege because of mine I was saying jina the yamasa nyama kosuni and wouldn't pana because that didn't quality. Now hustler. Now ID card I didn't so police be. Yes, if ID card the grandma say, oh police for extra. Now police in your catcher say, so one fat Sikama, when you no more charge on you, on first say ama, me mau extra. Why should it be so? Are you frustrated? The woman so kuni panana. Sikama no papa you know when you know. Who say can't anyway? Do you want to kill the person? Is it not the right of the person in life? No, now person they will destroy. Out of what the producer, what can't you say me trust until me trust what? You better trust next week. So continue to watch Divas TV with my right show. My right show, them is put Divas TV on YouTube. I subscribe to our YouTube channel. No, let's share your show. Nah, yeah, they bro every weekend. My right show, Eddie Bebro, yeah, Bebro, Ewa Hanum. Nah, open so I just saw a Divas _TV_. Now, open your Facebook app. Follow us on our Facebook canal, ADJEI app on Zero, on also a Divas, the Mediani Zero. On Divas trends. Now, so who pay a pass of personality? Frey or problem. Would ye who be person catch information be video be person share about this bribery in your mail cost and injustice in your be poor police ni poor people. Please make sure you share with us. Ubenya ye WhatsApp no so 0545676219. Any information, audio, video, any documentation, I'll share, you can always do that on my right show. And with this, I'll sign off and say I love you and continue to watch my right on Divas TV. Send your right hand and your name and your as I say, my right, fundamental human right, no, I will write, I will like. Thank you and continue to watch ADJEI always on my right show. Stay blessed. Ciao.